we are going to give you some tips, advices of what you can do or how you can practice in the rest of the semester. I mean, in the rest of the days that is left for you to prepare for the final exam that is coming up. So essentially what I've done is to make it much more look realistic to you guys. I've taken a screenshot of BUX, right? Taken a screenshot of the BUX board that you can see when you log into BUX. And I'm going to mostly use that same format to use in our revision class. Essentially, I hope when you go back for yourself to revise, you get the sense of feeling that you are doing what we have requested you to do. So essentially, this is the dashboard. I'm sure all of you can see, and let's use this today to look into the topics that you should revise as what is coming up in the upcoming final examination. However, before I begin, I will once again take this opportunity to explain you or give you a caution that, guys, revision is a very individual thing, right? No one can make you revise. Only people can guide you to revise. Okay, so everyone has their own way of revising, everyone has their own way of learning. So what I'm doing is simply giving you an advice, a guidance. Of course, it is your wish at the end of the day if you wish to follow it or if you're not. So I'm just giving you guidance, and supposedly I hope it will be beneficial for you all. So if you look at the very first topic, if we start from the very first topic, of course, in the week 1 introductory economic concepts, we have been learning PPF and comparative advantage, absolute advantage, and etc. Right? These are the things we have been learning. And if you look into PPF, I think this is, although the very first topic, but I will still say this is one of the very important topics yet. Right? Still remains to be the very important topic. So I would literally do not neglect this, disregard this while I would revise for this course. আমি কিন্তু still এটাকে খুবই importance দিব. So I would still look into the theories of PPF. For example, remember, why is the PPF curve bowed outward, right? Due to increasing opportunity cost. When does the PPF curve shift inward, outward? So this we have seen very, very pinpointedly during our live classes, and of course these are all on the lecture videos as well for you to revise. Of course, the calculation of PPF comparative advantage is also there. Tutorial is there for you. You have practiced both quiz 1, both in the midterm, the type of questions that you can expect to see from PPF comparative advantage. I don't think so এখানে আর কিছু নতুন করে অ্যাড করতে হবে. You have seen quiz 1 এর মধ্যে type of question, which is an input question. You have also seen midterm মধ্যে like an output question of PPF. So you have seen both the type of question that can come in different status, in different form from PPF. So I think you have got all the practice that you require from this topic of PPF. Okay, so once again, have a look at them. Have a look into the quiz 1. Have a look into the midterm for the PPF topic, and I hope that will be beneficial for you guys. Moving on to demand and supply. Well, once again, a pretty important topic, and of course a topic where we talk a lot. Essentially, this topic we actually ask you to draw a lot, but essentially, as you can imagine, since it's an online semester, right, and we can't make you draw, so we can make you calculate. So essentially, আপনারা কি করে যাচ্ছেন from quiz 1 এ আপনারা দেখেছেন, আপনারা midterm এও দেখেছেন, you guys get all equation based questions from here. And once again, if you see questions from here, you will again see the similar type of questions that you have already faced in quiz 1 midterm. So once again, আপনাকে equation দিয়ে দেওয়া হবে demand curve, supply curve. You need to equilibrate it, and then you need to find the equilibrium price, equilibrium quantity, and etc. So once again, the same old thing, the same way that you will be seeing, the same way that you'll be getting, and essentially I think that is a good thing for you guys. Moving on. When it comes to elasticity, I think they are the topic of equations. They are the master of equation, and essentially, why not? Because you have PED, you have XED, you have YED, you have PES. When you look into these four equations, I think it's very important that you go through them, four equations, like by themselves. You should remember the equational theory, that is, what should be on the numerator, and you should also put what should be on the denominator. So you should definitely keep that in your mind. What does PED is, what is XED is, what is YED is, what is PES is. I hope you remembered them thoroughly. And of course, make sure when you are revising the elasticity topic, also look into a bit of the theory of the elasticity topic. For example, I think you've already faced it in the midterm. Remember, if a good is elastic, what will happen if the price falls? Will the revenue rise or will the revenue fall? So these are the theoretical parts of PED that you have already seen in the midterm questions. So once again, I think a very good preparation will be looking into the midterm question, can give you a very, very good insight. Moving on to the next topic is welfare and efficiency. And interestingly, I would say this is an overlapping topic. What does it overlap with? It overlaps with demand and supply. Because imagine this, guys. Welfare and efficiency motto, we give you similar thing. We give you the demand line, we give you the supply line, and we ask you to find the equilibrium quantity as well as the equilibrium price. তারপর এক্সট্রা আপনাদেরকে এখানের মধ্যে আমরা বলি বের করতে কনজিউমার প্লাস, এক্সট্রা বের করতে বলি প্রোডিউসার সারপ্লাস, এক্সট্রা বের করতে বলি ডেড ওয়েট লস। বাট কনজিউমার সারপ্লাস, প্রোডিউসার সারপ্লাস, ডেড ওয়েট লস বের করার কোনো ফ্যাক্টরি নেই, এটা আপনিও জানেন আমিও জানি। ইটস লিটারালি ফাইন্ডিং দ্য এরিয়া অফ দ্য ট্রায়াঙ্গেল, ফাইন্ডিং দ্য এরিয়া অফ দ্য triangle, finding the area of the rectangle. That is very simple. But what is the main job of this topic? Once again, the equation. And once again, the equation equation is coming from the demand and supply topic, which you are well aware of. And once again, this is a very overlapping topic, and essentially I think this is something you guys can get pretty easily. Point of revision, I think Ami suggest korbo apnara look in the tutorial video. I think the tutorial video is a wonderful example for you to kind of prepare for the welfare and efficiency topic, and I think that should give you a very good hint, a very good preparation for the final examination. Moving on, of course, you guys, এই আপনারা হাতে গোনা কয়জন, 4-5 জনই আসেন ক্লাসের মধ্যে। Right. Type of topic you can simply skim. আমার দরকার নাই এখানে মধ্যে দেখতে যাওয়ার, আমার দরকার নাই এই টপিকটার ছোট ছোট খুঁটিনাটি বের করার, আমার দরকার নাই এই টপিকটার topic. We can simply go and simply skim it because of addition, multiplication, subtraction. So it's not even an economics topic, it's a topic of general knowledge topic, because it's a very, very, very straightforward topic. So I would suggest this is like a skim through topic, not a topic where you should I should put a lot of my energy. I mean, amar kotha bolchi, I wouldn't put a lot of energy in it. Similarly, ami utilitarian demand niyo tai bolbo. This is a type of topic, once again I would go kind of just skim through. আমার দরকার নাই এটা ইনডেপথে যাওয়ার, আমার দরকার নাই এটা নেটিভিটি বুঝার, আমার দরকার নাই এটার ডিপ অ্যানালাইসিসে যাওয়ার। মেবি if I look at the tutorial video class, the video করেছে, if I look into that video is like what, I don't know, 6-7 minutes of the video. I think that is more than sufficient. I think that is more than sufficient if I waste 6 to 7 minutes of my time in understanding this topic and just simply go and skim through it. I think that is more than sufficient. But if you then come and move on to the next topic, that is output and cost, I think this is needless to say, as I am the coordinator of this course, আর আপনি খেয়াল করে দেখেছেন আমি এই টপিকটা অনেক দিন পরে নিয়েছি, এতদিন গ্যাপের পরে, and আমি 2টা উইক দিয়েছি এই টপিকটা, তাহলে বুঝতেই পারছেন এই টপিকটা ইজ ভেরি ভেরি ইম্পর্টেন্ট। এটা কি আমার ভেঙে বলা লাগবে? একটা ফ্যাকাল্টি 2টা উইক টাইম দিয়েছে একটা টপিকের মধ্যে, and of course he himself took the topic, the coordinator took the topic, so of course এখান থেকে কোয়েশ্চেন আসাটা খুবই সাধারণ না? Isn't that a very obvious thing? And what type of questions do you get from here? Once again, what you have seen in your quiz 3, ওই সে আপনাকে ঘুরে ফিরে এমসি বের করো, এমআর বের করো, এটিসি বের করো, রাইট, এভিসি বের করো, রাইট, এফসি বের করো, দ্যাটস ইট। These are the type of questions. আমরা আপনাদেরকে টেবিল দিয়ে দিব, আমরা আপনাদেরকে এমসি, এমআর, এটিসি, এভিসি, এফসি বের করতে বলবো। Nothing more, nothing less. Nothing more, nothing less. If you move on to the next topic of perfect competition, I think that is also kind of very, very similar because you know these are all overlapping topics. Just এখানের মধ্যে এক্সট্রা একটু মনোযোগ দিতে হবে থিওরির দিকে। And I think আমরা ক্লাসের মধ্যে খুবই ডিটেইলে থিওরি দিয়ে গিয়েছি। We have went to the theories of the perfect competition, right? আমরা থিওরিটা দিয়ে গিয়েছি, we have understood what is the theory behind it, and essentially এখান থেকে আমরা মুভ অন করতে পারি for the last topic, which is literally a mirror image of perfect competition. আমরা লাস্ট ক্লাসে জিনিসটাকে প্রমাণ করেছি। The perfect competition এর mirror image হচ্ছে monopoly, and essentially আপনি ঠিক যেমনি করে perfect competition রিভাইজ করবেন, similarly monopoly রিভাইজ করবেন। আমি আবার বলছি, আপনি ঠিক যেমনি করে perfect competition রিভাইজ করবেন, ঠিক অমনি করে monopoly রিভাইজ করবেন, because these are literally mirror topic to each other. They're mirroring with each other. All right? একটা ছোট্ট আমি হয়তো একটা থিওরি অ্যাডভাইস করতে পারি, maybe look into the graphical question that I showed you last class. আমি একটা গ্রাফের একটা কোয়েশ্চেন দেখিয়েছিলাম আপনাদেরকে, the perfect competition versus the monopoly curve. Maybe look into that. Maybe that can be a good hint for you guys. I don't know. Right? So boys and girls, if you look and go past 3 months back when you start কি না আমার একটা সাগর of পড়ালেখা করতে হয়েছে, but as I told you, when you have the ability to, because I'm not teaching other courses, let's talk about this course. If you look it from a bird's eye view, then you will see life is much more simplified. Just like let's not talk about other people. PPF is a completely unique topic, but demand and supply, welfare efficiency are overlapping with each other. So এটা হয়ে গেল একটা টপিকের মতো অলমোস্ট। Elasticity is a different topic, তো এটা হয়ে গেল আরেকটা টপিক। সো আমার মিডের আগে কাইন্ড অফ 3টা টপিক, আমি একটা বার্ডস আই ভিউ বলছি, বার্ডস আই ভিউ, ওকে, জাস্ট জেনারেল কথা বলছি। If you look after the midterm, আমি তো বলে দিচ্ছি এটা স্কিম করতে হবে উইক 8 কে, and week 9, 10, 11, 12, they are kind of almost the same topic, 3 of them, the same way of calculating. It's just the theory. Now এই দুইটার theory is completely opposite to each other. So what are you seeing? There's actually not a very much lot to learn, not much, very much to cover, right? So when students can gain this bird's eye view of the course now, it automatically directs them, leads them. Okay, fine, this is how I should well prepare for my course. So I hope you guys can find out this bird's eye view when you are sitting in your desk to revise. All right? And I hope I have given you some very good points of where to look into specifically, and which topics you can, kind of just skim through. And I hope that is a very good advice or hints for you to prepare in the best way or to revise in the best way for the upcoming examination that is coming up. Now, before I go and explain you or discuss about the final exam, the question pattern or the timing of the exam, do you have any questions from the topic? Topic 3 কোনো question আছে topic related? Do you have any questions from the topic that we have just seen? Okay.
Sir, can
Yes.
you please just give a short overview of input and output problem from PPF?
The input and output problem. Okay, I can also.
Okay,
So,
thank you, sir.
look into the. Let's take the quiz 1 question, right? So let's look. Where are you, quiz? Where are you? Yeah, so this is the quiz question, then. Let me just bring it. Midterm. Okay, so where are we? Where are we? Yes. Okay. Okay, এটা কি? Okay, so this is this and this is that. So this one is the quiz question, the top one, and the bottom one is the same thing. Wait, this one is the quiz question, and this one is the. Where is the? So let's see the quiz question first. ঠিক আছে, এটা কুইজের কোয়েশ্চেন। কুইজের কোয়েশ্চেনের মধ্যে আপনারা কি দেখেছেন? এটা কুইজ 1 এর কোয়েশ্চেন। আপনারা কি দেখেছেন? That Joshim and Jahangir are fishermen who catches bass and catfish. The following chart shows you how many type of fish they catch in one day. That means একদিনে কয়টা fish catch করে already দেওয়া আছে। Okay, already what is the output that is given to you? Joshim catches this much, Jahangir catches this much. Joshim catches this much, Jahangir catches this much, right? So this is already the output is given to you. এখন if you look into your midterm question, আমরা যদি আপনার midterm question নিয়ে আসি, so এখানের মধ্যে কোনো এক্সট্রা কাজ করতে হবে না। এখানের মধ্যে আপনি যদি opportunity cost বের করতে চান, you can simply divide it by the one by the other, change in decrease by change in increase, right? You don't have any extra thing to kind of do. Now, if you look into your midterm question, right? If you look into your midterm question, remember the midterm question of Walton and Singer? If you look into your midterm question, দেখেন তো এখানে কি ডিফারেন্সটা? The chart below shows how many days it takes. How many days it takes Walton and Singer to produce 1 unit of AC. Difference-টা খেয়াল করছেন? Last time কি ছিল? The following chart shows how many type of fish one can catch in 1 day. That means directly 1 day তে কয়টা ক্যাচ করছে বলেই দিচ্ছে। আপনাকে কোয়েশ্চেনটা লাস্ট টাইম বলেই দিচ্ছিল একদিনে 8টা 25টা 12টা 13টা। Whereas in this question, this is an input question, they are saying একদিনে কয়টা AC বানানো possible by Walton and Singer. So this is the difference between output and input question. The output question directly tells you how many is already produced. The input question আপনার একটা এক্সট্রা স্টেপ নিতে হবে, সেটা বের করতে হবে একদিন আসলে কয়টা প্রডিউস করতে পারছে, and that's it by doing that one extra step you can then find out the opportunity cost, just like how you would have done for the input question. The first.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Brilliant. So keep an eye out for this when you see this in the exam, right? Make session চেক করে দেখবেন আপনাকে কোয়েশ্চেন কি একদিনের মানে কয়টা আউটপুট আছে বলে দিচ্ছে নাকি নাকি আপনাকে বলছে যে আসলে কয়দিন লাগে বানাতে. So that is how you find the difference between output and input question. Okay, very good. I hope that makes sense. And also you can find the answer, by the way. Answer তো already দেওয়াই আছে সবগুলোর, so আপনি যে অ্যানসারও দেখে নিতে পারবেন. So I think that will clear you up. Now, moving on to the final part of the final examination. I think this is what most of you are here today. আপনারা সবাই এই কারণে এসেছেন to talk about the final examination. Let's talk about the final examination. So your final exam is on the 8th of January. We are giving you a pretty good window this time, 5 to 9 p.m. আমরা আপনাকে 5 থেকে 9টা পর্যন্ত সময় দিচ্ছি. Of course, 5 to 9 p.m. বললে তো 5 to 9 p.m. হয় না. Examটা 2 hour 30 minutes এর exam. So if you want to enjoy the full time, you have to start latest. You have to start latest. কয়টা? 7টা. 7 p.m. No, 7 p.m. হতো না, sorry. 6:30, right? Safe side এ থাকার জন্য 6:30 p.m. is the latest time you should start. Safe side এ থাকা উচিত, right? 6:30 p.m. is the latest time you should start. Duration of the exam time. Duration of the exam is 20 minutes of the exam. That is big, guys. I think the biggest duration I think we have ever provided. I think ever provided, honestly speaking, because যখন physical classes হতো, I remember কখনো 2 ঘন্টা সোয়া 2 ঘন্টার বেশি সময় দিতাম না। আর লাস্ট যত অনলাইন সেমিস্টার ছিল সবগুলো 2 ঘন্টা ছিল। এবার 2 hours 30 minutes. Why? You may be asking, sir, Ken, why so much love all of a sudden? The love is because, of course, every semester is a different journey, right, guys? প্রতিটা semester a different chapter of life, at least for the people who are in the university. আপনারাও যেরকম ইউনিভার্সিটিতে আছেন, আমিও তো ইউনিভার্সিটিতে আছি. The difference is I am a teacher, you are a student in the university, but still whoever is in the university, for us, our life kinds of keep getting counted in terms of semesters, not in days, not in months, not in years, in semesters. So last semester, we had some hiccups. Some people really got problems due to the time being very short. So এবার এতই generous হইছি, এবার একটু দরকারের চেয়ে বেশি সময় দিয়ে দিছি. Right? So I hope you can consider yourself lucky that you have this really sufficient time. Okay? So you can expect no more than 7 to 8 questions. No more than 7 to 8 questions আপনি expect করতে পারেন, আর you can expect no more than 4 parts. আপনি 4টা পার্টের বেশি এক্সপেক্ট করবেন না কোনো কোয়েশ্চেনে. হতে পারে কিছু কোয়েশ্চেন 2 পার্টেই শেষ, এ বি বা এ বি সি, কিন্তু এ বি সি ডি ম্যাক্সিমাম, ই পর্যন্ত কোনো কোয়েশ্চেন যাবে না. সো আপনি 7 থেকে 8টা কোয়েশ্চেন পাবেন, ম্যাক্সিমাম এ বি সি ডি থাকবে, কিছু কোয়েশ্চেন এ বি সি থাকবে, কিছু কোয়েশ্চেন এ বি থাকবে, হোয়াটএভার. আমি যদি অ্যাভারেজও করি জান, আমি 7 মাল্টিপ্লাইড বাই 4 করলাম. আমি যদি 7 মাল্টিপ্লাইড বাই 4 করি, দ্যাট ইজ 28 পার্টস, 28টা পার্ট. আমি যদি 28টা পার্টকে কত মিনিট, 2 ঘন্টা 30 মিনিট মানে কত মিনিট হয়, 120 প্লাস 30 কত হয়, 150, রাইট? 150 কে আমি যদি 28টা কোয়েশ্চেন দিয়ে ডিভাইড করি বা 28 পার্টস দিয়ে ডিভাইড করি, দ্যাট মিনস 5.35 minutes you will get to solve per part. Oh, that is a hell lot of a time. 5.35 minutes. আপনি আমাকে বলেন আপনার কম্পারেটিভ অ্যাডভান্টেজ, আপনার অপরচুনিটি কস্ট বের করতে কি 5 মিনিট লাগে? একটা অপরচুনিটি কস্ট বের করতে আপনার একটা পিডি বের করতে 5 মিনিট লাগবে, বা আপনার একটা এমসি বের করতে 5 মিনিট লাগবে? So I think you have more than sufficient time that you're going to have liberty in this, take joy in this, that this is going to be a very pretty smooth exam, at least in terms of time. And then finally, the format of the exam is nothing to discuss about. I think you have all the practice that you required, and I have nothing more to say. From quiz 1 to assignments to midterms, we are following the same format of numerical inputs, text inputs, numerical input, text input. And you are so well acquainted with this. So I don't think so I have to stretch. I don't have to go on and talk about what is expected in numerical inputs, what is expected text inputs. তারপর বলার জন্য বলে দিই, still be careful about the decimal places. Make sure you put the correct numbers as you see in the calculators. 2 decimal places হলো সব 2 decimal places round off করে দিবেন। টেক্সট ইনপুটস এর ক্ষেত্রে আপনি খুব ভালো মতোই জানেন, মেক শিওর কোয়েশ্চনে যে ওয়ার্ডটা বলা আছে আপনাকে লিডই করে দিচ্ছে কোয়েশ্চন যে হোয়াট ইজ দি অ্যান্সার, ইউ পুট দ্যাট। আপনারা স্পেলিং মিস্টেক করতে পারবেন না। If you make any type of spelling mistakes in text inputs, then I'm sorry, nothing can be done about it. The system will automatically mark you down. So, নতুন করে বলার আসলে কিছু নেই। You guys have been seeing this from quiz 1. তারপর just remind করে দিলাম। Okay. So boys and girls, what have you seen? You have just seen about the final examination of ECO101, which is on the 8th of January. Pretty big window, but once again, please don't start any time later than 6:30. একটু লেট করতে পারেন, এর চেয়ে বাট বেশি লেট করেন না, because I suggest to start as early as possible, যাতে কোনো প্রবলেম থাকলে we can see and overcome the problem. কোনো স্পেসিফিক প্রবলেম থাকলে প্লিজ, যেহেতু এটা ফাইনাল এক্সাম, হুমায়রাকেও আমি বলবো, since you are in the class today, please advise all your friends that this is the final exam. Better to keep a short video of the before clicking the submit button, সব answer submit করার পর, লাস্টে সাবমিট করার পর একটা শর্ট একটা ভিডিও করে রাখলো, রাইট, অ্যাজ আ প্রুফ, যেহেতু এটা ফাইনাল একটা এক্সামিনেশন, ঠিক আছে? And yeah, that is pretty much it. এই তো, আর কিছু নেই। That is all I have to say, very simply. Any questions about the final exam, about the format or anything? আপনাদের কোনো question আছে? Any question?
No, sir.
So brilliant, guys.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, please.
Sir, actually, আমরা তো মানে কুইজ আর মিড সবগুলোতে অলওয়েজ এমসিকিউ or মানে নিউমেরিক্যাল ইনপুট, টেক্সট ইনপুট পেয়েছি। We have never found, I guess, check boxes. So we won't be expecting something like check boxes or something.
Yeah, I don't think so. It's wise to expect check boxes. I don't think so. Yeah. So no. যেগুলো পাননি ওগুলো আসবেও না। So yeah. And check boxes, MCQs. I would suggest check box MCQs যেগুলো expectই না করতে, expect numerical and text inputs.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes. Anything else? আচ্ছা, boys and girls, usually I always give you break during the Maghrib prayer. আজকে আর দিব না, যেহেতু আজকে ক্লাসটা is a revision class. Nothing, I'm not teaching you anything. I just give you revision. I'll let you guys go. I'll let you guys be off. Of course, before I say you goodbye from my side, I want to say a very short goodbye note. I'll end with a goodbye note and try to I hope I reach you when I'm saying this. Amish, I was talking with some students. I usually go to the department on Mondays. I mean, Mondays is যাই মাঝে মাঝে। আমি বলেছিলাম হয়তো আপনাদেরকে ক্লাসের মধ্যে, লাইভ ক্লাসে বলেছিলাম মানডেতে আমি থাকি। প্রায় অনেকেই আমার সাথে দেখা টাকা করতে আসে, senior students or many other students who are graduating, etc. কেউ কারো রেফারেন্সিং এর জন্য আসে, কেউ কারো বিভিন্ন different কাজে আসে, etc. So it's always good to chat with my senior students who are graduating and etc. So I was also talking with a group of freshers সেদিন ওরা আমার সাথে দেখা করতে আসলো ইউনিভার্সিটির মধ্যে, and people were complaining about how ruthless this online semesters have been, how bad it has been, how bad everything has turned out to be. They don't feel good while coming to the classes. Online classes can be very monotonous, very boring, etc., and etc. And I agree. I pretty much agree with whatever everyone had to say. আমি সবার সাথে agree করেছি. Because what am I doing, guys? I'm talking with the computer, right? আমি একটা কম্পিউটার সাথে কথা বলছি, and look at you guys. You guys are like 4-5 people. Okay. I don't know if you guys have known me personally. আমি জানি না আপনারা কখনো আমাকে দেখেছেন নাকি ইউনিভার্সিটিতে বা আমার কথা কোনো শুনেছেন নাকি. But you can ask any senior who has ever been to my class. You can ask anyone যে আমার ক্লাস করেছে. Even during the physical class, I think I'm one of those faculties who have never taken attendance in my class. আমি আমার এই জীবনে attendance নিইনি. Okay. My classes were meant to be lively, jolly, fun, interactive, and gossiping with each other and learning in between that. So people just used to come down to my class. এমনও হয়েছে আমি অন্য সেকশনে অন্য ছেলে মেয়ে দেখছি. I was like, whatever, just come on in. Let's have the class together. That's it. So when we see online classes and people not joining, like একটা ক্লাসের 40 জনের মধ্যে 3-4জন জয়েন করে, it's very hurting for any teacher in this world, isn't it, guys? If you put yourself in my shoes. But then again, when I put me in your shoes, I also understand your cases, right? It's very boring to just listen to one guy blabbering blah blah blah. Kono physical connection nei, kono hand interaction nei, kono but it's very unhumanly. It's like so boring, something like that. So I also understand from your perspective. Kintu ajker classটা I really want to end in a good note as the last class of the semester. We know that online semester is boring, doesn't have physical connectivity, doesn't have that interaction, etc. But let's end with a good note in today's class. The good note is, guys, think you guys are giving the exam, taking the classes in the comfort of your houses, in the comfort of your bedrooms. I don't know, in your pajamas. How comfortable is that? আপনার বাংলাদেশের ঢাকার বিভৎস জ্যাম ঠেলে ইউনিভার্সিটি আসতে হচ্ছে না রিস্ক নিয়ে. Number one. Number two, are many students from many other public universities of around the country who are still where they were 2 years ago. The session jams. ওরা না আগাতে পারছে না পিছাতে পারছে. Be thankful it is not your case. You guys are still progressing. Whatever. ভালো হোক খারাপ হোক আগাচ্ছেন তো ভাই. Isn't that life to progress? And then finally, if I talk about a course in per se, একটা কোর্স লিস্ট দিন per se বলি, আপনারা এই যে from quiz 1, quiz 2, assignment 1, midterm, quiz 3, quiz 4, midterm 2, এই যে এত কিছু দেখছেন, আপনারা একটু জেনে খবর লেগে দেখেন তো, যখন আমরা ফিজিক্যাল ক্লাসেস নিতাম আমরা কি করতাম, একটু খবর লাগালেই আপনারা বের করতে পারবেন। আমরা আপনাদেরকে সব কুইজেস, এসব মিড টার্মস খাতাগুলো আমরা লিটারালি আপনাদেরকে যতক্ষণ এক্সাম ততক্ষণের জন্য দিতাম, এরপর সাথে সাথে নিয়ে ফেলতাম। এটা আমাদের ডিপার্টমেন্টের পলিসি। উই নেভার শেয়ারড কোয়েশ্চেন্স। প্র্যাকটিস তো দূরের কথা, রাইট? হুমায়রা ইজ a student of ESS, she would know. প্র্যাকটিস তো দূরের কথা, কিসের প্র্যাকটিস কোয়েশ্চেন আবার? Whereas you guys are getting practice questions, tutorial questions, কত রকমের extra and extra things sitting for you to go through. Trust me, in physical classes কি হবে? লেকচার আসবেন, লেকচার মধ্যে blah 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 1 ঘন্টা 1.5 ঘন্টা blah 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 করব, নোট নেবেন, নোট নিয়ে ক্লাসের মধ্যে ঘুমাবেন, বাসায় চলে যাবেন, তারপরে এসে পরীক্ষা দিবেন, right? But now in this online semesters, you are surrounded with so many contents, so many materials. So as I end today's class with a good note, I hope I am being able to reach your hearts, if not anything. Take happiness in whatever you are at least progressing. Okay? Whatever you are, at least you are in the comfort of your houses, safely studying. And finally, whatever you are, you at least have a lot of practice. You went through a lot of contents. You have a lot of things to prepare for before the final exam, which will be very much similar to all the previous exams that you have already given. So with this good note, as I end today's class, if you have anything to say to to me, please feel free to share with me now.
Sir, I'm sorry, sir, for interrupting again.
Yeah.
So I have emailed you regarding the slides. Actually, I read them badly since monopoly and perfect competition are a base theoretical topic. It would be really helpful if I could get those slides.
The slides are with the faculty member who created it. Have you contacted the Rafi?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I have mailed both of them, but I didn't get any reply. That's why
Can you email them once again with me in the CC? Let's see if they don't reply.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So just keep me in the CC this time and email them. I'm sure they will definitely reply back.
Okay, sir. Actually, I didn't want to bother you. That's why I didn't keep you in the CC.
No worries at all. No worries at all. It's absolutely fine. So keep me in the CC and
okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
No problem at all. Anything else before I say goodbye? Anyone? Oh, Asan, you really need to work on your microphone. I'm sorry, it's still not. I still can't listen to you properly. Is it only me, by the way, guys, or I don't know?
No, sir.
Oh, sir.
Same.
We also can't hear her.
Now it makes
I think it's much better, Asan. Yes, go ahead.
স্যার আমার কোশ্চেন ছিল স্যার আমাদের স্যার এই ইউসিসি আমাদের স্যার এক্সামটা শেষ হলে স্যার আমাদের স্ক্রিপ্টটা স্যার কবে দেওয়া হবে স্যার ফাইনাল একটা মানে কি রকম
What do you mean script? You mean the answers? You mean the answers?
আমাদের স্যার ওই যে টোটাল স্যার যে একটা মার্ক থাকে স্যার মানে কিসে কত পাইছে সব মিলে মানে কুইজের কাউন্টিং দেন হলো স্যার মিড টার্ম অ্যাসাইনমেন্ট
Okay. You mean the total grade, the grade sheet?
Yes sir.
You can expect যদি আপনাদের 8 তারিখে এক্সাম হয় 9 থেকে 10 এর ভিতরে 10 পেয়ে যাবেন for sure. হ্যাঁ 10 এর ভিতরে you can expect to get the total grade sheet. আমি সবাইকে ইমেল করে দিব G Suite অ্যাড্রেসে. Make sure to open your G Suite address. আমি কিন্তু পার্সোনাল জিমেইলে পাঠাবো না বা পার্সোনাল ইনবক্সে পাঠাবো না. Check your G Suite address. Okay?
Yes sir.
স্যার ফাইনাল কত মার্কসের হতে পারে? লাইক
ফাইনাল কত মার্কসের হতে পারে বা আপনি যদি দেখেন ইচ কোয়েশ্চেনকে যদি আমরা কত বলবো যদি 60টা কোয়েশ্চেন থাকে ফর এক্সাম্পল তাহলে পার কোয়েশ্চেন ধরেন 4 মার্কের হতে পারে রাইট সো সে কত 7 ইনটু 4 28 মানে ওভারঅল আই থিংক look that I think I can give
like
you a good idea.
আমি লাইক টোটাল মার্কস
মানে পুরো এক্সাম
লাইক কুইজের মধ্যে কত মার্কস থাকবে লাইক মিডে কত মার্কস
I mean the distribution, the grade distribution. ওটা তো ইয়াই দেওয়া আছে তো ইয়াতেই দেওয়া আছে it's given in BUX আমি BUX থেকেই দেখে বই আপনাকে আমি আবার বলছি it's on your BUX. So once again, what is the grade distribution? The grade distribution is the grade policy and grading rule already in your BUX. Quiz হচ্ছে 20%, midterm 30%, final 40%, assignment 10%. আমি আবার বলছি quiz 20, assignment 10, midterm 30, final 40. 10, 20, 10, 30, 40. Right? 20, 10, 30, 40. Assignment 20, assignment 10, quiz 20. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Anything else? Anything else, guys? Okay, thank you, Hamza. Anything else? Karo kichu?
Sir, thank you for being so friendly.
So thank you for your sir huge cooperation sir during sir this semester.
My pleasure. Thank you so much. Thank you, Humaira. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Humaira. I think we should all thank Humaira for being the student rep of our department and always communicating through us. So thank you, Humaira, so much from all of
thanks sir আপনারা স্যার লাইভে এসে অনেক ভালো করে পড়াই দিয়েছেন স্যার জিনিসটা মানে ক্লিয়ার কনসেপ্টটা ক্লিয়ার করার জন্য স্যার অনেক লাইভে ক্লাস নিয়েছেন স্যার
Thank you so much. I hope so. I hope so. So as
So
I
thank you for being responsive in this semester. Actually, nowadays faculties are not that much
let's not on the last moment sort of bitch about our colleagues. Let's keep
Yeah,
to
no,
ourselves.
actually you are the one. You are the one. I get reply very first from you, and thank you so much for that.
My pleasure. My pleasure. I really try my best. Anyway, thank you so much. Thank you, every one of you. As I wish you goodbye, as I wish you all the best. Once again, I remind you. I hope that I bump into you guys someday in the university. I sit in building number 4, level 7 on the of the lift. So you guys are always welcome for a cup of coffee anytime you want to come to my office. I'm always there. But it's better to send me an email before coming. So I'll be very happy to share a cup of coffee with you. With that, I wish you all the best. I hope you have a wonderful final week. I hope to see you guys. Take care.